I don't know.
All right. Well, we have some business to get to.
Business? Whatever could you mean? I can't even speak.
Maybe a certain special guest.
An outlandish guest, maybe.
Ooh, outlandish.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the Shining Wizards hotline, a man that needs no introduction.
But we'll give him one anyway.
We're going to give him one anyway. He is outlandish. He's a singer.
Whoa.
He's a wrestler.
Whoa,
he does everything. Ladies and
We're
gentlemen.
getting cut off here. What?
No, we're not.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Zicky Dice.
Yeah, he was saying whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, sorry. Oh, man. Yes, this is Outlandish Zicky Dice. I thought I won some radio tickets or something.
Congratulations. You're the 102nd caller. What's your name?
Yes! That's what I'm outlandish.
Yo, Zicky Dice, real quick. If you did just win tickets to a concert, what concert do you wish it would be?
Heart to heart.
Okay, no judgments, but I'm going to go ahead and say Justin Bieber because he's actually playing right down the street like in a few months, and we're looking for tickets. So if they were Bieber tickets, I'd be pretty high.
Wow. All right. So
Hashtag Bieber tickets for Zicky. There we go.
Forgive me for being completely judgmental. I did not see that answer coming.
I didn't think you would. That's why I thought I'd be honest.
Oh, so wait. All right. It's just the three of us here, and maybe a couple thousand listeners.
We're gonna break it down.
A few thousand.
Break it down. Now?
I need to break it down real quick. Was that your real answer?
Yes, I swear I put that on my life. Zicky Dice wouldn't lie to you.
That's a good point.
You know, the Catholic Church once thought about making me a saint because I'm so honest.
Wow.
I completely 100% believe that.
Follow-up question.
I know it.
What would your saint name be?
Well, Saint Dice.
So you could have went with Saint Zicky. You could have went with Saint Zicky Dice. He went with Saint Dice.
Wow, you threw him a softball. What did you think the answer was going to be?
Saint Dice.
Saint Dice is awesome.
It is a good one, actually.
Well, you know what? I could have went with my birth name, Nicholas, Saint Nicholas. But then I don't want to get mixed up with that fat dude with the red suit and the beard.
Yeah, what a piece of shit. He literally only shows. No, he shows up once a year.
He's busy. He's getting ready.
Like what's he doing today?
Yeah, like what's keeping Saint Nicholas from giving somebody presents today?
Yeah, I want presents today, and I thought I was getting presents today when you called, but no. Now I'm stuck doing another interview to entertain the masses because that's what I do best.
Well, listen, I happen to know that Saint Nicholas is a very avid listener of the Shining Wizards, so Saint Nicholas.
Well, maybe I can get on his Christmas list this year. On the good boy list.
That's right, Saint Nicholas. Zicky Dice wants Bieber tickets. Make it happen.
And whatever you do, don't check that list twice. No need.
This is the best start to an interview we've ever had.
I love it. Well, let's.
Thank you for having me.
Oh.
I mean, I should start off by thanking you. I feel so honored to be shining with the Wizards.
Oh wow,
you should be.
I feel honored that he said that he was honored.
Oh, we're gonna do this all night now. I'm honored that you're honored that he's honored.
Yep, that's right.
How are you tonight?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to send you the bill for saying that line because I know you can copy and paste that and use that forever.
That's a good point.
I'll help get you guys over.
Now you're in trouble. Now you're in trouble, Kev. Zicky, how are you tonight, man? Let's start there. How's things going for the Dice Man?
I am beyond exhausted today. I had a hell of a weekend. I debuted at AAW Pro in Chicago on Friday.
Nice.
Got home Saturday, hung out with the fiance and my dog Ric Flair, and then wrestled. What is my last match at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood yesterday? I quit. I quit the program. Yeah, I was fed up, and I said, you know what? I took a out of nowhere loss. I mean, it happens when you're hungover a little bit, living Zicky Dice life.
Nice.
And I was embarrassed, and I just decided to quit. You know, I told Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, look, you guys brought me in to make me a star, but I made myself a star on my own, so I don't need you guys anymore. So now I'm just, I guess that makes me unemployed today.
Oh, well, I mean, you still got NWA to fall back on, don't you? I mean, please tell me. Tomatoes, you know. Look, all I'm saying is that you got screwed over in your match with the geez, I can't even think of his name. Stroke Daddy. There we go.
Oh God, we got to talk about this idiot. Yeah. You know, it really sucks to be Zicky Dice right now. You know.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You know, losing to Ricky Starks, and it just annoys me. It drives me nuts.
Well,
Get that. And
in fairness, you do have a chance to redeem yourself. You got a 3-way coming up tomorrow night with him and Matt Cross. Any thoughts on that one? Maybe a little retribution for the Dice Man?
Matt Cross and Ricky Starks at the same time? Yeah, you think this is Zicky Dice's first 3-way? Come on now.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad you're a little better.
Already stretching out. I'm coming in to whoop some ass.
There you go.
Don't forget who runs NWA. Okay, it ain't Nick Aldis. It ain't question mark. It ain't Aaron Stevens. It ain't anyone else. You're talking to NWA's megastar, Outlandish Zicky Dice. I will do whatever the hell I want, whenever I want.
Thank God, because you were really starting to get me depressed for a second there. This is the attitude that I wanted from Zicky Dice on the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast.
It's Monday. What do you want from me, all right? I'm recovering. I lost my voice. I'm trying to do my best here.
Oh, you're doing a tremendous job. Like I need to tell you.
I came home to my fiance. I said, look, while I'm gone, why don't you donate a few? We have like 60 coffee mugs. It's just me, her, and the dog in the house. I use a coffee mug. She uses a coffee mug. The dog doesn't use a damn coffee mug. Let's get rid of a few coffee mugs. I come in. There's 3 on the counter. What are they? 2 of them. One of them is a Starbucks one. One is something from her college. And the third one out of all of them is a black coffee mug. But when you pour hot coffee in it, it turns white and the Outlandish logo appears. And she wanted to get rid of that. Can you believe me? Can you believe that? Yeah, I'm thinking about leaving her. We're good.
Did she know that that's what happens when you put coffee in it?
Yeah. We'll see what she says when she gets through the door.
Oh, so there hasn't been a confrontation yet.
It might happen live on this show.
Oh, that would be fantastic, bro.
Oh, you guarantee it. I'm doing it for the content, baby.
That would make my 2020.
And if we break up on the show, ladies, holla, who wants to get outlandish?
Oh my
God! Let me
God!
stop, because if she's listening right now at work, she will drive home and stab me. That might also happen on the show.
Stab you, really?
Wow. Things escalate quickly in the Dice.
It's Monday. I live an outlandish life. You never know what to expect. What do you want me to say? I told you.
It's the stress. It's the stress from having too many coffee mugs in the house. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
You know, that's what my life has come to, fellas. Okay, I know, outlandish, right?
God, do we even have to talk about wrestling? Because I'm having so much fun.
Well, I don't want to talk wrestling.
What is wrestling? What is wrestling? My life is a goddamn circus. Are we allowed to cuss on here?
Oh, goddamn right. We encourage it.
Yeah. What's a goddamn circus? I tell you that.
Oh, so outlandish.
She's like, I really want to spend some time with you. I got a busy week ahead, all right? You know what I'm doing this week? Thanks for asking. This week, Wednesday, I'm headed back to Chicago, where it's freezing freaking cold, getting picked up by a Black and Brave sister, and I'm going to hang out at the Black and Brave Wrestling Academy, and I'm going to do some hazing to the newbies. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back with a bag of eyebrows. I'm going to shave everybody's eyebrows off. I'm going to be so damn bored watching them trying to learn how to be like me.
All right. Let me ask you something about that, because obviously the school. It's gonna take me a second because you're so fucking funny.
Shaving eyebrows, I love it.
Hey, that is okay. Here, let me tell you a true Zicky Dice story, real quick.
Love it.
We had this dude fill in on tour with us. This is really bad. Fill in on tour with my band Heart to Heart, right? And we were messing with them, and we were like, okay, so everyone that fills in on us has to get initiation. We have to know we can trust you. He's like, all right. I was like, you have 3 options. I was like, 1, the whole band pees on you. And I was like, we all pee on you, and then you're in. I was like, option 2, we call the shampoo. I was like, Justin, our bass player, poops in your hair, and you shampoo it in as if it's shampoo. I said, or option 3, you shave off your eyebrows. He's like, I'll go with option 3. And I was totally just joking, right? I wasn't expecting him to say anything because we didn't give a shit. We're just bored in the van trying to pass time. So as soon as he went with option 3, the eyebrow shaving, I jumped up so quick and I got my razor out of my bag, and we shaved this dude's eyebrows, and he was so stoked that he was he was so hyped. And the best part about it is this joke went on for 2 weeks because he would be upset, and you could never tell what emotion he was feeling because he had no eyebrows. So, like, the joke is...
It's like a goddamn fish.
The joke just kept going. If you could see, if I could touch your guys' brains and put this image that I have burned into mine and just show you, you guys would be crying right now because it was hysterical. I don't think my band's ever laughed so hard in their life.
Oh, my God.
Of course, he was initiated and we trusted him after that. The dude proved himself for the love of music.
God. And it's so funny because without eyebrows, you really can't tell how somebody's reacting to something.
No. And it's even funnier when they get mad or sad, or what I think is mad or sad, because I don't know. I'm only guessing. But it is. There's nothing like it. So that's why I'll start with Ricky Starks. I'll shave his eyebrows.
So now is that should be a thing?
What title
I
for?
think so. And it's got to start. Someone's got to lose some eyebrows on Power before people start taking me serious.
So if you had a preference of whose eyebrows you shave, would it be Matt Cross or Ricky Starks?
Let's start with Billy Corgan. Can you imagine that?
Oh, wait, he still has eyebrows?
Wow.
We'll go all the way. We'll go top down. President, vice president, all the way down to the camera guys and the cleanup crew.
I don't think I've ever seen eyebrows on Billy Corgan.
No, well then maybe I'll have to draw them on.
Yeah, draw them on and then just erase them.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I'll just write Outlandish in pink or something.
Yeah.
Or just make him like angry eyebrows so he looks pissed off all the time.
And then I'll wipe them off mid-match and redo them. After I impress them with my sexy moves.
Oh my goodness.
This is incredible. This is not how I saw this going, but I'm super happy that it's going this way.
This might be hands down one of the best interviews I've ever done. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now. I don't know. I'm on a kicker. I'm pacing around the house. I just walked in the door, and I'm like, you know what? Let's go.
Fucking
Let's
Christ.
talk.
You know what?
Let's get famous.
Honestly, I probably would have went with option A. I'm not too crazy about getting my eyebrows shaved.
What was option A? The poop?
The piss. No, the poop. Hell no.
The P. I honestly, if it came down to me, I would have went with the P too. Honestly, if I had to choose, yeah.
You have to.
Poop is it? We had this thing too. All right, so this is before going viral was a thing, right? I had the sidekick back in the day. You remember the old sidekick,
yeah.
like the T-Mobile?
The pager?
Oh yeah, If you didn't have a sidekick, you didn't hang out with me. We were don't even get me started. I'll share my T-mail. Zicky Dice at tmail.com. That's what it used to be. No, that's not real. But anyways, I had this thing called Internet Stars. That's where the shampoo came from. We had another game we had to make. I said if you would do said things when we filmed them, you would then become an internet star. This is before going viral was a thing. I had this idea, but none of my friends want to listen to me. I could have made stars, tons of stars by now, but instead I got to make Ricky Starks famous. Anyway.
That's actually
I had
genius.
I had this other one where you have 30 seconds, right? And next to you there's a bucket of random stuff like saran wrap, maybe one goggle, and then once the buzzer goes off, you have 30 seconds to make a protective suit. Once you're done, the band stands across the line and we fling our shit at you. That was another game that we had to come up with on tour.
Just an excuse to throw shit at people.
Dude, this is gonna sound so bad. These are like tour stories that I never told, but you know what? Whatever. This is how immature we were in our early 20s. And when you're with your dudes for 8 weeks in a van for 24 hours a day, what the hell else are you gonna talk about? But I got dumber hanging around my band. That's a true story.
You're talking about early 20s. This is how dumb we are in our late 30s and 40s. So
yeah, I mean, I'm still laughing my ass off about all these stories. I'm like, damn, that's actually pretty good. Why have I never done the poop timer? That's so good. And you give them like random stuff to make a suit with, so obviously they're not protected. Like half a trash bag, you know.
They're trying to cut weight.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a little sweat on, you know. I'm trying to help you out at the same time. Duck and dodge the poop if you're fast enough.
What's
great. I can see the headline now. Tune into Shining Wizard. Zicky Dice gets Outlandish talking about flinging poop.
That's, to be honest with you, I don't want to harsh your mellow right now, but it's not the first time we've talked about slinging poop. So.
Well, that's good news. That does make me feel a little bit better.
No,
Zicky's fitting right in. This is amazing.
I almost feel bad that we're not talking about wrestling, but I gotta ask real quick though. What's more tolling and taxing, being in a van for a touring musical company or being on the road for pro wrestling?
Oh man, that's a great question. I've never been asked that. I'm gonna have to go with the band. at least my experience, I'd say. Yeah, it was a lot of fun at the same time. But oh man, there's times that, you're sleeping in the van in Walmart parking lots. That was the usual Tuesday night. We'd bring food and like little grills and grill outside. Sometimes you didn't know where you were going to stay. There was a time we played in Connecticut. Actually, these kids just commented on the Zicky Dice video, believe it or not. They commented and said, one time we played in Connecticut and we didn't want to unload the trailer. It was like snowing and there was like no one at the show, like for the first band. And we're like, God damn it. And 2 kids came. They drove like 3 hours from Jersey to see my band. So we set up and we played for these 2 kids. They sang like every word, and then we ended up hanging out with them after. And they like commented on a YouTube video of mine the other day. And they're like, I don't know if you remember this. I was like, dude, I totally remember that. So you have like super cool moments like that, but at the same time, it's very hard. You break down in the middle of nowhere. You don't have much money. At the time, like most of the shows we were getting paid was $100, and that's not each, that's total for your band. And that goes into the goddamn gas tank, in hopes to get you to the next spot. I was a hustler. I still am. I sold 2,200 CDs by myself when we were on Warped Tour, just talking and people on the line every day. So I would do stuff like that to guarantee that we have enough gas or enough money to order more merch. And it was tough. Sometimes I've seen my band come to blows and throw punches. You go through heaven and hell together, to say the least. But I'd say definitely being in a band was a lot more taxing, especially the fact that it was my band. I was like dad of the band. So, I had to take care of the rest of my band, order merch, book the tours, talk to the management, talk to the booking agent, and babysit all these guys, organize practice, and stuff like that. So, so and there was times where my band wasn't pulling their weight. Towards the end, I was getting a lot of fill-ins on tour, and that's when I made the decision to put all of my time and energy into becoming a professional wrestler, because I knew that with my mentality, I'm unstoppable. And it looks like I'm starting to prove a lot of people wrong right now.
Absolutely. And you kind of hinted at the answer to my next question, where you had fill-ins and stuff. Is it harder to maintain relationships, friendships in the band setting or in the wrestling setting? Like, which one do you take more seriously?
They're both the same. I've missed, you name it. Okay, it depends how bad you want it, right? And I want this. I want to be successful in entertainment, and right now it's wrestling, or whether it's music, whatever. Because there's nothing else for me on this planet, nothing else that I'd rather be doing. So with that, it takes a certain drive and a certain dedication and discipline. And unfortunately, that's at the expense of someone's birthday party, a wedding. There's friends that I didn't make their weddings and they just don't understand. And it's hard, or dating was very hard. I'm thankful I'm engaged to my best friend in the whole entire world, but dating beforehand, it's very hard. Oh, wait, you're leaving again for 2 months? Oh, you're going to be at the shows every night? You know what I mean? It's very tough. And I don't know if people thought that we were Motley Crue, and I'm literally putting my feet on female faces trying to close the van door, but it wasn't like that at all either at the same time. So it's an interesting life that I live. It takes, I don't know, it takes a certain drive. Maybe I'm just nuts. I don't know.
Yeah, but you mentioned that you're putting all the effort into wrestling, but I got to stop you for a second. Heartbreaker, Insufferable, the new single. You guys just signed to Invoke Records. I mean, you're blowing up on the music scene too.
Yes, we just released Heartbreaker on Invoke Records, my band Heart to Heart. On Valentine's Day, it's out rock and rolling. I think we're going to be filming another video here soon. We did sign with them for a full-length release. So we did the EP. We got 6 songs on that out, and then we're going to be heading into the studio to do another 10 to 12 here shortly. So still rocking and rolling. And regardless if we're going to be touring or playing shows or whatever, we're still going to be making music. That's something I'll do regardless, whether it's with Heart to Heart or by myself. I am a big fan of R&B and early 80s and 90s, R&B and hip hop. So I thought about kind of doing a little solo type thing myself, with hints and elements of that in it. I don't know. We'll see.
Do you have that?
I've also legit thought about this as real as can be. And if you think I'm joking, we'll see how you react to this. I'm also thinking about starting a legit wedding band and leading a wedding band.
You can't see us, but
just fucking blew my mind.
You just blew his mind to me. I was like, all right, that sounds about right.
Dude, Zicky and the Dice.
Yeah.
That
would be I would get married all over again just to have Zicky Dice in my wedding.
Yo, you know what you can call? You know you can call your band.
I'm saying like I think it would. What was that?
You could call. You know what you can call your band? Matrimony.
Oh my God. Oh, that's great. That's great. And you know, as we're looking, I want a live band for the wedding thing. You know what live wedding bands charge?
Oh yeah, quite a bit.
Dude, like 5 Gs.
Yeah.
I did it all wrong. Forget Warped Tour. Forget everything else we were doing.
Zicky, I need one favor though. Please don't mention that until I tweet it first. The matrimony thing.
Of course.
All right.
Kevin needs to take credit for his ideas before they go
out. Of course, I'll give you credit.
You know what? It'll be better coming from you.
50% off playing your wedding or bar mitzvah or bris.
That's right. I'm 13. That's a good point.
Shit, I'd have a bar mitzvah. I'm not even Jewish. I'd have Zicky come perform.
I'd convert.
That'd be awesome.
Yay.
Oh, my God.
Mazel tov. You know what's funny? I actually had to explain to Ricky Stark what Mazel tov meant. And it was me, him, and Royce Isaacs in the car. And he said, what does Mazel tov mean? And I said, oh, it's like hell yeah. And Royce started laughing. He's all, that's almost exactly what it's like.
Incredible.
So that's the only way I know how to explain it. That's how I take it. Like when my boss always tells me Mazel tov, I'm just like, oh hell yeah, you know.
Incredible. All right. Oh, man, I had a question, but I totally forgot it. I have another one, but the one that I wanted to ask, I totally forgot.
Well, ask away. This is why we got him here.
All right. So let me ask you this real quick to get back to more of a wrestling angle on this show. You train obviously at the Black and the Brave. You're going to go back there and see all the students.
Shave eyebrows.
Poop.
Yep.
Conditioner. All that stuff.
Yep.
Kevin can't even get through the question.
This is like a serious question too, and I can't even get through it. So let me ask you this: obviously, when you go to a school, obviously run by Seth Rollins, who's arguably one of the biggest stars. That's actually not even arguably; he's probably one of the biggest stars in the professional wrestling business. When you're a student and you're a new student going into a school like that, do you have an expectation, false, whatever, that it might be? Oh, Seth Rollins teaches this school. I'll get a look. Is that something that you got to try to shake people from having?
Oh man, yeah. I mean, of course you think that a little bit, right? But they explain to you in the beginning, night one, they tell you like, hey, look, this school is in no way affiliated with the WWE. It won't get you a job at the WWE, and so forth, you know. And there's a lot of times where I've seen people show up and they just expect that you're just going to like hang out with Seth Rollins by a ring. But no, it's not like that. It's actually very tough. And one of the toughest things I've ever done in my life. And, you know, night one, they have a conditioning test where you show up and they literally try and break you. And they want to see who quits. And I've seen people, you know, pay the full $3,500 for training and quit night one, no refund, see ya. You know, so I made sure I broke into business a little late. I made sure that when I literally sold everything I had and put straight from a tour, everything to get over there, you know, and I knew that I was going to be something. I was going to make the best of it, and I was going to learn literally everything I possibly could. But to get back to your question, now I was in the third graduating class, right? So there was a special on Black and Brave on the WWE network, excuse me.
Yep.
And
I watched it.
Now the school's been out for 5 years, right?
Yep.
So now it's about time. So now people are like, okay, well, where are all these students at for the last 5 years, right? So now's the time where you get to see the seed turning into flowers, aka yours truly, Outlandish Zicky Dice, and a bunch of other students. There was a lot of Black and Brave talent on the AAW show in Chicago this past weekend, which is great to see. Like guys like Dion Roosman, Joesa, Steve Manders, Jossie, Travis Titan.
Yeah.
You know, we got some great female talent coming out of there as well. And the list goes on. Now you're starting to see all these seeds from the last few years starting to bloom and see these guys starting to break out. I'm a little tangled up in a few things myself, but man, for a few of these guys may be getting a little tryout ski or something here soon. So, I mean, if you go in and bust your ass, and the odds are only going to work in your favor, you can only be told no so many times before a door finally opens. And that's something that I learned. And I want to, maybe when we wrap up this interview, I'll tell you something I can't say on the recording right now. But I want to inspire the other students. You know, I want to inspire people around me, because a lot of people laughed in my face. And I had people call me and apologize. This is a true fucking story. I had a friend of mine, quote unquote, call and apologize. And to me, I picked up the phone. He's like, Zicky, I got to apologize to you. I said, for what? He's like, well, I talked shit about you behind your back. He said, I thought that you would fall face first in this business. And he's like, and you've literally proved me wrong. I said, A, you probably could have went your whole life without telling me this, but B, thank you very much. And you know, I expected that. And Seth Rollins will even tell you himself, there's an interview we had done, I think, for AP, and he thought that I wasn't going to come in and take this lightly because of, like, the music background, that I wasn't going to take it serious. And right when I had debuted on Power, it was actually a really cool moment for me. He had texted me and he said, hey, I just want you to know I'm very proud of you. And that meant the absolute world to me, because I never thought, everyone wants, you want that from your trainer, right? You want to be validated. You want to, you know, whether he likes it or not, every weekend I am literally anywhere and everywhere. And that's how it's been for the last 4.5 years since I graduated the Black and Brave. You know, I had to eat a lot of shit and love it along the way. And now it's starting to pay off, and it's only the beginning. And the world is just starting to find out about Outlandish Zicky Dice. And I don't even know what's next. My daily life is getting crazier and crazier by the minute. And I just got to keep rocking and rolling. So I'm very proud to be representing the Black and Brave. And it goes to show, if you put in the work, things will happen. And that goes with anything in life. So
absolutely, and it really does show, because until you mentioned it, I totally forgot, because I got to know Dion Russman a little bit, because he's been working in Jersey.
Wrestle Pro.
That's right.
Hello, Wrestle Pro. It's me, Outlandish Zicky Dice, the one from your inbox all the time.
Oh.
You may have to put in a word for Zicky.
I might. We'll talk. We can talk about that off the air too. But you mentioned these guys, and they have to, I guess they have to understand, and I might be putting words in your mouth, I don't know. There are steps once you graduate a school from, like, you know, like a Booker T or a Seth Rollins or a Dudley Boys. There are other steps. It's not just one and done.
Sure. You're not, let me tell you this, you're not going to show up and be able to impress us by a cartwheel and a bump and be like, hey, this guy is going to WWE, you know? It takes work. And there's a lot of people that I thought would be going to WWE who don't have the drive, who don't want it, you know, and they look at that too. Everyone looks at that, you know.
And when you mentioned before about how the guy apologized to you for talking shit behind your back by saying that I thought you were going to, you know, fall flat on your face. Now, say, like, if that conversation is happening between, say, like, two trainers, or say a trainer and like a more experienced student, and how does that just make you, when you find out about something like that, does that just make you want it more? That might be an obvious question, but, like, how much offense do you take to when it's people that might know a little bit more than you say it?
Oh, I love it. I I am absolutely addicted to it right now. There's a lot of people who I am literally proving wrong. Danny Daniels of AAW, I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but he said this to me at the end of the show. He's like, if you would have told me 2 years ago that I'd be flying in Zicky Dice, I would have told you to fuck off. You know, he's like, and he meant that in the nicest, most motivating way possible. He's like, dude, you dropped weight. He's like, you committed, you found your niche, and you rolled with it. And he's like, you gave me no choice but to book you. And we're talking about AAW. This is one of the top-notch indie promotions in the world. And this has been Danny Daniels trained Seth Rollins, matter of fact. So this has been a goal of mine since the very beginning, you know. And to finally be there, and when I had hit my entrance, it was a huge moment for me. It meant a lot to me because I can cross another goal off my list. Shoot. I don't even call them goals anymore. They're plans. Now they're all plans.
Yeah, and it's so crazy now when you talk about AEW, we talked about, WrestlePro in Jersey, all these, maybe AIW as well, all these different companies. And now, like, professional wrestlers' goals, they don't, like, or plans, as you said, they don't necessarily change, but the way to get to their ultimate plans, there's nothing wrong with those steps along the way. And I'm not saying, like, AEW, fantastic. If that's something that you want to achieve, for some reason with all these great schools, it seems like that's more reachable than not nowadays, as opposed to.
It's a great time to be a wrestler. There are spots open. I mean, you got to earn them.
Oh, of course.
You got to stand out in a room where everyone looks the same amongst the sharks. Everyone's trying to take your job at the same time. I know there's a million people that I know personally that would kill to be in the position that I'm in right now. So I got to make sure I stay on top of my game. I got to make sure the body's as tight as possible, and that my promos stay on point, and my curls stay curly, and and my earring dangles more than before. I got to stay on top of all of this, because I refuse to fail. I got a lot riding on this, and I got a lot of people still to prove wrong, and I got a lot to do, and I'm nowhere near done.
I know you keep saying like it's later in life that you got into the professional wrestling business, but I got to tell you, I don't know how old the Dice Man is, but the Dice Man moves like a young fella in the ring. I was
like a roll of the dice.
Now here's the thing, like I didn't really, and I'm ashamed to say it, like I didn't really know about Zicky Dice until NWA.
Good.
I didn't know about the Dice Man until Power came along, and I feel like I missed out, like growing with the Dice Man. I'm just very happy at this point that I'm getting to know you now, and that you have this chance to ply your trade on a national stage, where hundreds.
Do you know how I got to NWA?
Well, you did some stuff with Championship Wrestling from
until he quit.
Yeah. I always feel like I got to tell a story to like new listeners because, dude, I was just telling. That's where I wrestled yesterday, right? And I was in the same carload that was with me the day that I got hired at NWA. And on the way down, we were all fed up, and we were beating up the business. And what are we doing wrong? Why are we not standing out? Yeah, I don't know how much more of this I can take. Like, I don't know what's next. I don't know when I'm going to break out. And I had this feeling that something would be coming soon. I just didn't know when. And I was like, I feel like I'm doing all the right steps. I wrestled in South Korea. I'm wrestling around the country every weekend. I'm literally doing everything I possibly can. I'm putting out content on the internet. I have the top line merch. Like, what do you want from me? What's next? Like a show up at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood early. I've been working there for almost 3 years. Never once got a promo. Never once complained about it. And that day they were like, Nick Badon was like, Zicky, you're here. Why don't you get dressed and cut a promo real quick? I'm like, oh, shit, all right. Said 6 or 7 words, whatever the hell. I walked off, and I was immediately pulled into a back room, and that's where I met David Lagana and Billy Corgan. And Billy's like, whoa, look at you, your hair, your sunglasses, and your fanny pack. He's like, what are you doing December 14th? And in my head, I was like, oh, well, me and my fiance just planned a snow trip. I was like, oh, nothing. I'm completely free. And he's like, well, how would you like to work for me in the NWA? And I said, I would absolutely love that. And that's how it started. And I've been preparing and busting my ass. And here comes this one moment, and boom, just like that. And this happened like in front of a few people. I'm sure they put two and two together. And now, look, I'm head to head trying to get my hands on the television title.
That's right. And, of course, we've been having so much fun. We forgot to even mention since the start of the show that we are on the line with Zicky Dice. Follow him on Twitter at Zicky Dice.
Listen, I think anybody tuning in right now would know that we're on with Zicky. This has been amazing.
But we got to do it, though. We still got to be professionals a little bit.
Sometimes you can throw that out the window. We can coast a little bit.
Yeah, we can plug this little social media stuff in the meantime.
Yeah.
Man.
It's been quite the journey, and also I got to plug Power. If you're not watching NWA Power every Tuesday, go to youtube.com/NWA and hit that subscribe button and watch yours truly every single week. I hate to toot my own horn here. No, I actually love to toot my own horn. So let's go ahead and do it. I am hands down the most talked about professional wrestler in wrestling today. Did you know that?
I completely 100% believe that. Absolutely.
I was on the front page of Apple News the other day. Did you know that? Oh, yeah.
Apple? Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah,
Look
I
at
got
this guy.
screenshots on my iPhone. People, I'm making waves. So whether you like it or not, you better hop on that Zicky train. The only way to do it is to follow Zicky Dice at Zicky Dice. They already said that.
Goddamn right.
ZickyDice.com
Making
as
my
well.
job
No?
easy. ZickyDice.com. Yeah, that's the thing too.
Okay, I got to switch gears real quick because
we got it. Yeah.
well, because I started whenever we're gonna have a guest on, I start doing a deep dive, and one of the things that I came across was this Indeed video, and something that people may not know about the man behind Zicky Dice. You're actually into the you're in the business of caregiving for I guess for special need adults or I know that you talked.
I've worked with for the last 13 years. I worked with adults and children with developmental disabilities. That's a huge passion of mine. It has been since elementary school. I used to do lunchtime buddies with the special ed class, and I still FaceTime a lot of my old students because they miss me terribly, and they ask for Zicky Dice clothes, which means my gear. They want my gear. They watch the same Zicky Dice matches every day in class. The teacher still tells me, and I wouldn't, if I wasn't doing this, that's what I would be doing. I'm actually working on getting my excuse me, master's in early childhood education, and hopefully have my own special ed classroom here when this is all said and done. Yeah, that's what I do. I love to take care and give back. My biggest goal is, I've said once before, like John Cena has granted like the most wishes. I would love to try and beat that number. And that's why I'm doing all of this. So I'm not really all that bad. Don't tell anybody. Outlandish.
I was about to say, we're peeling back a whole lot of layers here.
I know it, man. I'm losing followers. I'm watching them go down by the second.
No,
I love it, man. I've learned so much about myself. It's more than just a paycheck. That really takes a special type of person, and somehow I've been doing it 13 years. So
That's just amazing. So many spoons in the porridge for the Dice Man.
That's right.
It's just unbelievable. And I don't want the fans to think that there wasn't, another side to the fellow that we're falling in love with watching him.
It's a work, dude. He doesn't really do it.
yeah,
Really?
you're trying to hit those heartstrings.
Come on. Hey, man, I got to give credit where credit's due, brother, and you deserve all the credit in the world. That's a noble thing.
Yeah,
Thank
really,
you.
really is, man.
It's
yeah,
if you haven't seen that Indeed video, that's on YouTube too. If you just search Zicky Dice, it comes up. I'm really bummed. The first cut that they had sent me, it was like a few minutes longer, and it was so much sicker than the one they released. The one they released is still sick, but yeah, you need to dive in a little bit and find out the man behind the dice.
When you were speaking earlier, you said you've been all around the world, and you specifically mentioned South Korea. What's wrestling like in South Korea for Zicky Dice?
Ooh.
Oh, it was an awesome time. I love Korean barbecue. That's
why I brought it up.
When I'm really rich, it's coming soon. I'm going to open up Zicky Dice's Outlandish Korean barbecue just because I love Korean barbecue so much.
That guy's a fucking genius.
I love it.
We literally had it like 5 nights a week when we were there. Wrestling is new again there, if you will. It was big, I believe, in the 60s and 70s, and then Japan kind of took over wrestling. So they're trying to rebuild it. I believe this company called Pro Wrestling Society that I went over there and worked for. And it was great. I had a good time. By the end of it, I had a lot of fans who don't speak any or very little English booing me. So that was a huge success.
All right.
That's awesome.
And that's super, super cool. And I don't know how much longer you have with us, but just to get back to NWA and Power, what's it like working in that studio environment? Is the the crowd as loud as it sounds on TV for the amount of space that's there?
Oh, absolutely. It is like unreal. And luckily, I'm going to roll back to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. That helped prepare me for NWA. Right. It's also a studio wrestling show. Yep. Hard cams in the same spot. So I got to take off my fanny pack to them and give credit where credit's due, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have been as prepared, if you will. I'm still learning. I feel you're always learning, and I'm still trying to get comfortable. I'm still bottom of the totem pole at the NWA. But I feel like I'm working my way up. But yes, dude, the fans are nuts. I look back to my first match, and when I walk out, they are completely quiet. I remember like hearing like murmurs or whatever, and by the end, I'm getting booed. It's loud as hell. And now all I have to do is go and lift a finger, and I'm already booed. It's great. I literally don't have to do anything.
That's awesome. And this is the last one for me. Is there anything about the NWA other than the actual studio production environment that differentiates it from other professional wrestling companies that are on TV right now?
Oh man. Well, I haven't like been backstage everywhere, but just the atmosphere and the vibe is a lot different. It's very professional, very welcoming and comfortable at the same time. And I think that's pretty cool. I'm also in love with like the color scheme and the looks and you know, the promos, and it's a great product. It's completely different, and I think it stands out, and I'm happy to be a part of it and help it rise. Because Zicky Dice is money.
That's it, baby.
I love it. I love everything about it.
Yeah. And now we love everything about you. I mean, we hate you. I mean,
yeah, I knew you would.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got to keep it, you know, legit, buddy. We got to keep it legit. But, all right, Tony, do you have anything else for Senor Dice Man?
Senor, really?
That's right.
He's changing nationalities as we speak.
I think we covered just about everything that we could cover.
I'm making a bold prediction. I think the Dice Man is going to have some gold, maybe a 605 gold around his waist in the near future.
There we go.
That's just my prediction.
That's beautiful.
You never know.
And eventually,
you never know. Maybe I'll go for the 10 pounds of pink. Who knows?
Okay.
Leave my ex-girlfriend out of this.
Whoa, easy. Jeez, she's got a fat one, huh?
Listen, I made him laugh. I'm done.
Good grief.
I'm out.
Good grief.
You know what I need? I need a Zicky Dice fanny pack. That would make
Hell yeah. We got them actually coming out in like I think 2 weeks.
Ooh, for real? We're getting scoops du jour tonight.
See, now I have to ask you because he mentioned
There's only going to be 20 of them at first, so yeah.
You're going to put one aside for your boys at the Wizards, right?
And we'll
yes, they are priced at $16,000, just so everybody knows. But if you use promo code Outlandish, you might get a discount. So you didn't hear that from me.
He's a fucking genius. I love it.
God.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Tons of ideas. I love it. Seriously though, 2 weeks. I'm like, you put one aside for your boys, right?
Yeah. I believe it is 2 weeks. I believe. I will double check with my the plug. You know, I know a guy.
That's awesome. Well, if you got $16,000 kicking around, head on over to ZickyDice.com. Keep an eye on the social media at Zicky Dice. Get your hands on one of the luxurious pink Outlandish.
Oh God,
fanny. I can't wait, dude. I'm dying. I need to get one.
Coming quick. I'm going to text them as soon as we hang up here.
Oh, beautiful.
That's awesome.
And see how they are.
That is so awesome. Zicky, we're going to get rolling, but before we let you go, is there anything else you want to leave your fans with? Anything else we need to plug? Anything we need to know about Zicky? Aside from the fact that you need to pick up Heartbreaker because it was released about a week ago, and it's tearing up the charts.
That's right.
That's right, baby. Like I said, follow this outlandish journey now while I still feel like I'm a little secret in wrestling. So now's the time to jump on the train because we're about to run train. That's right. We're running train on everybody.
Love it. On the 10 pounds of pink.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, does the 10 pounds of pink have a name? Like, you know, they named the 10 pounds of gold Charlotte. Do we have a name for the 10 pounds of pink?
I'll name it something. I'll think about it. I'll get it. I'll get it.
Oh, my God.